Welcome to our home in Cuernavaca, Mexico. Let us show you around this beautiful loft behind me and we'll tell you what it costs to live here for a month. You're gonna be amazed. Let's check it out. So over the past few years, we've probably spent about 9 months here in Mexico, including 1 month stints in Oaxaca, Guanajuato, and also Querétaro. And this right here in Cuernavaca is probably by far the nicest place that we've ever stayed. So in terms of like the details, this is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom loft. And it's beautiful. So once you walk up these precarious stairs from like the lower level, you come here to the main level and you have this like beautiful welcome foyer, I guess it's called. I actually don't know what this is. But we have some chairs here, we have some decorations, which is a nice touch. We don't always have decorations. We also never sit here, so it's just kind of like
just to put our shoes on.
A place to put on our shoes, exactly. There's still some like bags here that have been here for weeks, but that is what it is. And now this way is the main living area. All right, so right now we are in the loft's main living space. So this cozy little area has 2 small sofas, which we don't spend a lot of time here either, but sometimes we do plop down and just read a book. And also this way is one of the downstairs bathrooms. I think I just mentioned that there are 1.5 bathrooms, but I think there's actually 3 full bathrooms. So this one also has a shower. Our bedroom is upstairs, so we don't actually come here very often to shower, or we haven't yet. But it is here, and that's nice. One thing that I've learned to really appreciate about lofts is just like how high the ceilings are. So like once you step in from like the foyer, then it's just a massive open space.
For tall people.
It's great for tall people, but more so there's just like light and windows everywhere. It's just like really good for your headspace. So really appreciate that. And we'll show you the master bedroom up there here in a second. But right now, this is the office, la oficina, oficial.
De ways, de caminos del mundo.
Caminos del mundo. So of course this is actually the formal dining area, but we use it for an office and we spend about 80% of our days right here. And again, we really love it. I'm not gonna show you the highlight of this loft just yet, but we can just like slide all these windows wide open and just like the beautiful fresh Cuernavaca air just lights up our mornings. It's really nice. This way is the kitchen. Come take a look. So as you can see, not a huge kitchen, but it is very functional. It has a stove that works, an oven that works, microwave that works, coffee machine, refrigerator, of course that works.
Show them the fridge.
We did some shopping yesterday. It's packed. We got some beers, we got some fresh fruit, Topo Chico, ready for the weekend. And this is the master bedroom. Just like almost every part of this loft, everything is wide open. There's huge windows, tons of light coming in, a king-size bed, which is phenomenal. We've learned to become more picky with bed size here in Mexico, because sometimes you look on the photos, Airbnb, and you see like a bed that looks normal size, and then you jump in it, and my legs like stick out this far, and we're just 2 on top of each other. Anyway, this is the only whatever. This is the only TV in the loft, which it'd be better if it was downstairs, but whatever. And this way, the master bathroom. So as you can see, also a ton of space here in the master bathroom. There's closet space, a shower with plenty of hot water, and all in all, we're just amazed that we can afford a place like this, or not that it's just so affordable to have a place like this in Cuernavaca. Also, if you go this way, there's a little like rooftop outdoor space. It's not like very well organized at the moment. Watch out for the door. So this is a unique quirk about the apartment. Just like probably the funkiest door I've ever seen. You have to like time it perfectly to slide it in this way. But anyway, very nice. If you did live here, you can do, I already said, you can put like a tiki bar, a little outside gym.
I haven't said that.
Put some chairs and look at like the sunset side.
AGTV, what? AGTV.
Who's ready for that? But anyway, now it's time for the grand finale. This apartment's beautiful balcony. Let's go. Back downstairs. Check it out, guys. It keeps going. This is how we've been living. the moment we wake up, open all the doors and windows. So we can confidently say that this has been the highlight of our stay in Cuernavaca. This balcony is enormous and it's a great spot to have a coffee in the morning, a drink at night, and we've also used or attempted to use that coal barbecue with moderate success. It wasn't too bad. But anyway, the view here is just incredible. It's just a lush valley in the southern part of Cuernavaca. I think we're in the Las Palmas neighborhood, so about a 15-minute, 10-minute drive south of central Cuernavaca. And when you wake up in the morning, there's like parrots, parakeets, like woodpeckers with yellow heads. It's really just like a tropical feeling. And right now it's early December, and it just is 82 degrees and just perfect weather. So this has been an absolute highlight. If you're ready to know how much this place costs, are you guys ready?
Yes.
So through Airbnb with the monthly discount, we paid $1,257, which is a little bit more than what we paid for our apartments in Querétaro and what's the other one? Guanajuato earlier this year. But this is honestly by far nicer, and this view is just, for us, priceless. It is so gorgeous.
And the neighborhood.
The neighborhood, yeah. So we're in like the Cuernavaca Golf Club. So directly across the street is a 9-hole golf club, and sometimes like golf balls like fly into the street because I don't think some of the people are very good apparently. But anyway, this has been the nicest place we've ever stayed in Mexico during the 9 months that we've been here.
It's linked in the description.
It's linked in the description if you want to check it out. But now we'll check out the historic downtown, and we'll give you guys a taste of what it's like to be here in the city of Cuernavaca.
So Cuernavaca is the capital of the state of Morelos, and it is about 50 miles south of Mexico City. There's a lot of buses that can get you here. It takes about an hour or two depending on traffic. This place is known for weekend destinations for people from Mexico City. We can definitely feel the difference here on the weekends versus the weekdays because our place, as you saw, is so quiet. But on the weekends, you can hear the music from like all the other houses. So basically people come here to spend the weekends because the weather is super nice. We'll get to that in a second. And they just like party on the weekends. So just keep that in mind. If you're considering living here, the weekends can be very loud. Also, when talking about Cuernavaca, it's not the most aesthetic we've encountered here in Mexico in terms of having like a super picturesque downtown, but it is really cute. We're gonna show you around so you can see it for yourself. Most importantly about Cuernavaca, and the reason why we're here, is because it is known as the City of Eternal Spring, La Ciudad de la Eterna Primavera. We wanted to check it out because we are obsessed with hot weather, and we announced a few videos ago that we're moving to Mexico in 2025. So obviously we had to come to the City of Eternal Spring. I'll say that after being here for a month, I don't think this is going to be it. I don't think this is going to be the place that we're going to settle down. But we are sharing our journey about moving to Mexico in a weekly newsletter. So we're sharing pros and cons of the places that we visit, how to get residency in Mexico, all that legal stuff, and like also the fun stuff in a weekly email. So if you're someone interested in moving to Mexico, please check out the link in the description and sign up to receive that email.
So we mentioned that overall the city might not be the most aesthetic, but this little colonial center is really cute.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you around for a bit. Check out Cuernavaca. So even though the weather here is amazing, and in our opinion, you can get a lot of bang for your buck, at least we think so just based on what we got for our Airbnb, we don't see a lot of foreigners or expats here at all. I think we haven't seen anybody else speaking English or any other foreign language. Maybe they're in other neighborhoods. But anyway, because we saw kind of how affordable it was and how comfortable we were here in Cuernavaca, we kind of did some window shopping on the most, I guess, popular real estate website in Waitlist 24. So just check out what you can get here in Cuernavaca. So there are a ton of little restaurants and cafes here in the center of Cuernavaca. Right now, I think we're at one of the trendier places. So Cuernavaca is not really a digital nomad hub, so you won't find a lot of digital nomad type cafes like you'll find in Mexico City or Oaxaca. But we did find a good spot. The iced coffees that we're having right now, they cost 64 pesos, which is about $3. So I guess a little bit on the high side for Mexico, but not bad at all. And now, after these coffees, we'll grab some lunch and show you how much the food costs here.
So for eating out here in Cuernavaca, there's all kinds of options. There's super like upscale restaurants, usually associated with hotels. We have been there. They're very nice. The food is delicious. But today we wanted to show you a different place. So we're at a place called La Maga Cafe. It doesn't mean what you think it means. Maga means like female magician. And the reason why we're here is because they have like buffet style food, and we have never had that experience here in Mexico. And when we saw the pictures online, it looked like Sri Lanka, and we were like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be delicious. And I think it's also super affordable. So at this moment, we still have a week left here, so I don't know the total for eating out, but I'm just gonna put it here on the screen. That is probably going out, the total for 4 times going out. So I don't think it's bad at all. We have spent a lot of money in groceries, and we'll show you groceries after we have lunch.
Welcome to the grocery store. So right now we are in what I think is called a Mega Soriana. And that is very similar to what I think are called Mega Walmarts in the US, or like Super Walmarts. This place is enormous. It has everything. You can get like an 80-inch screen TV, clothes, US cereal, marshmallow Fruity Pebbles. Who knew they even had those? Anyway, the grocery situation here in Cuernavaca is actually really nice. A few weeks ago we were on the other side of town. I think it's called Vista Hermosa. That's like the posh part of Cuernavaca. They have some really nice supermarkets there too, like another Mega Soriana, a Costco, and also the fanciest supermarket we've ever seen in Mexico. It definitely knocked off H-E-B from Querétaro from its throne. This place is super nice. So the supermarket that we usually go to is a much smaller Soriana down closer to our neighborhood. And I think in general, our grocery expenses here have been pretty low compared to what they were earlier this year in Querétaro and Guanajuato. And that's not because this place is necessarily cheaper, it's just because the currency has been devalued a little bit. So I think 6 months ago, $1 was 17 pesos, 17 and a half, and right now $1 is like 20.3 or so. So that's the main reason our grocery expenses are much cheaper. And here's what they are.
And the montage.
Oh, and here's also a montage of different groceries and their prices. Enjoy.
Cheers! We're back in our beautiful balcony, and we're gonna tell you guys about our other expenses, the miscellaneous expenses, and we're gonna start with transportation.
So Cuernavaca is not really a huge city, and getting around is pretty easy. The main way that we got around is with Uber and Didi, and Didi is, I guess, the most popular rideshare app here in Mexico. And we can say that we found it very affordable. So from our apartment or our loft area to the downtown, it's like a 10-minute ride, and it costs like $1.50 sometimes. So
yeah, it is very
pretty good
affordable,
deal.
especially compared to Mexico City, which was already affordable, but now here is a lot cheaper. So that was good.
Yeah, there's also a ton of buses in the city if you want to move around even more affordably, but we didn't find the need to do so, but they're everywhere.
We'll put the transportation cost right here.
And in terms of activities, our expenses were zero. we didn't do anything here in Cuernavaca, and that's not because there isn't anything to do. There are a few things to do here. So you saw the castle that we showed earlier when we were in Centro, and actually the famous conquistador Hernan Cortez, that was actually his home. And right now it's a museum, and you can go in. I think it's like artifacts and art from the state of Morelos. We'll put the price here. There's also the Robert Brady Museum, and Robert Brady, he is a famous U.S. artist and collector of arts and artifacts from like the early or mid 1900s. And he lived here in Cuernavaca, and he has a very quirky home that you can go in and check out. He also has an original Frida.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So if you're into that, you can go in, and I think it's also pretty affordable, maybe like $5 or so.
Yeah.
There is also a very nice archaeological site about 45 minutes west of here that you can check out. I don't know the exact name, it's pretty hard to pronounce like most things. And there's also, I believe, 2 pueblos mágicos, which we would have loved to see, but we didn't see, and we want to say why we didn't really do much this time
So
around.
it's not Cuernavaca's fault. It's, I mean, in a way, my fault. We had a few unpredictable, unexpected expenses, and that was that I had to get emergency tooth surgery, and just the first part of that surgery was $1,200 plus $100 in medication. And yeah, that also led to other expenses being low because I couldn't work out, so we decided not to join the gym. So the gym was also zero. So like the miscellaneous were like very high because of what happened, but at the same time,
This was all handled in Mexico City, like right before we came here.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's why we didn't do much. Then
Alcohol expenses were low because of medication. It was a cheap month.
Yeah, I mean cheap, but not really.
Oh, yeah.
So gym was zero. Then water, we have it was 56 pesos per garrafon, which is about $2.75, and that was $22 total.
Lavanderias.
Lavanderias.
Wash and fold.
See that here. Oh, that was very cheap. It was like $1 per kilo, and then we discovered we had a washing machine here. But we did it twice, and we spent $10, so that was not bad at all. So we're gonna put the total of what we spent for each category right here on the screen because we don't have the totals at the time that we're making this video, but we still want to share them with you and also compare them with Querétaro and Guanajuato from earlier this year, so you guys have an idea of, you know, like how different like prices are here or not. I actually don't really know yet.
Well, I think it will be different, but the main reason is the exchange rate. So don't forget about that. It's a huge reason.
Exactly. So we'll see you very soon with more Mexico videos. Remember, we're moving to Mexico and we're sharing everything there is to know about moving to Mexico. And if you're someone interested in moving to Mexico, sign up to our newsletter with the link in the description. And if you want to watch other cost of living in Mexico videos, I am going to leave one right here. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Gracias.